I feel like first fashion step of the new season, big into it.
Do you like it? Did I tell you about what I was wearing?
You didn't tell me about this particular dress, but I like it.
Thank you very much. I've gone I've smooched with the gooch.
Meaning?
I'm wearing a little bit of Gucci, ain't I? I've got a little bit of Gucci on. Yes, a little bit of Gucci and Tom Ford heels. And I've matched my manicure to my dress, which I don't know if it's a wise thing or not a wise thing, but I'm thinking it's quite different, right?
You're coordinated, you're not matching.
It's like I've dipped my hands in Kermit the Frog and come out with them. Yeah.
There you go.
Thank you.
That must have been lovely for him.
I'm sure. I'm sure.
New season, launching this week. Very excited. What excites you about this year?
I think for me, it's all the newbies that are coming through. I think, we turn around and you go, it's season 10, and you turn around and go, are we going to find new people? Is it going to be good? Are we going to be able to match the talent and the personalities? And then you see these new people coming through, because you also go, are we still relevant? Are we still part of a dancer's career? And actually it looks as though we are, which is great. And you see these people and they sit there and I go, okay, so why do you want to be on the show? And they go, well, I've been watching the show since I was 9 and I want to be, get out. I'm not talking to you. You're making me feel old. I'm a dinosaur. Get out. And they go, and the little bottom lip starts to wobble, and then I'm like, no, not really, you idiot, sit down, it's fine. But it's great. The whole fact that these 18-year-olds still think we're relevant and still want to be a part of the show is brilliant.
Absolutely. And not only this show, but you're seeing alumni on everything.
I know.
Award shows, films,
they
other
get
television
everywhere, don't
shows. I mean, do you find yourself just watching whatever and be like, oh, I know that person?
Totally. And I get quite proud about it too. I actually take a little bit of proud mama. Totally, like, anybody says anything about them, I'm like, no. There was one time I remember where Hawk was on the Oscars. I think it was maybe the Oscars that Adam Shankman directed and produced. And they were doing these spins in the air and everybody was like, they're on wires. They were watching around my house. I was like, no, they are not on wires. And I will personally take anybody who says that outside and slap them. And that was it. And they were doing these like fabulous spins, but they do everything from the Oscars to movies to on tour with Lady Gaga to Broadway shows. There's a bit of, and that's what I like about the show is you elevate them to a position and then it's up to them what they want to do. And for some people, they just want to go back home and open a little dance studio and be next to their family. And those are their aspirations. And I like that. I like the fact that it's down to the individual and what you want to do.
Given that you feel that way, could you ever imagine yourself being at the judges' table, not behind the host microphone?
Never.
No.
I don't know enough about it, and B, I'm far too emotionally attached, and I've always had that kind of big sister cheerleader role, and so for that to suddenly switch, I couldn't do it. I mean, I know even some of our guest judges struggle with it. You know, someone like Jesse, who's a super fan of the show and loves it. I know he finds it really hard critiquing people, even if it's constructive criticism. He finds it hard. I think I'd find it impossible. You know how much I like to chat. I'd be like the strong, silent type in the corner, just like.